Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm DCSG81 and welcome to another comparison video whereby this time we'll be comparing between the Mafex as well as the Sentinel Toys Peter B. Parker. Okay, so as you know, I have recently gotten my Mafex Peter B. Parker, which I kind of love a lot. You can actually check out my review right over here. So I decided to do a comparisons for him with the recently announced Sentinel Toys Peter B. Parker or Peter Parker, with some pictures of him side by side with the promo pictures of the Sentinel Toys. So without further ado, let's begin by taking a look on these pictures right over here. So as you can see, on your left is the Mafex and on the right is from the Sentinel Toys. Yep, so from here the only difference you can see is they are actually using the blonde Peter Parker head and not Peter B. Parker like the one from Mafex. So yeah, these poses I try my very best to actually mimic some of the poses, but I have not done very well for some of them. Believe me, I have tried my best. And in this next picture, you can see that the Sentinel Toys does comes with a bare human hands, while the Mafex one does not. Yep, this is something like a drawback from Mafex. And next we will see some Spider-Man museum pose right over here, which looks very cool for the Sentinel Toys. From this back picture, you can actually see there's something different about the Sentinel Toys, is that if you zoom in and you can see on the tights area is kind of like sink in, and this is meant for better articulations for the Sentinel Toys. Okay, so I'll show you some pictures later and you will understand what I'm saying. And the next one again is the other Spider-Man, but I can't really tell which Spider-Man is for Peter B. Parker and which Spider-Man is for the Peter Parker. If you can tell it, do let me know down in the comment sections below. Next is the dancing pose, which I think I kind of failed badly because I keep trying and trying on this pose. It's very hard to capture it correctly. And right up next, we have some swinging pose right over here, which I think I kind of nailed it this time for this Spider-Man swinging pose. And the next picture is a crawling pose, whereby this time you can see the Sentinel Toys Spider-Man can actually bend down pretty low. And if you do remember just now when I'm explaining about the heights area is kind of like sunk in, it is for this better articulation whereby his leg can actually bend down and close up very closely, which is why the Sentinel Toy Spider-Man can go down very nicely as compared to the Mafex one, which it can't. And the next one is the web shooting pose, and the Sentinel Toys does looks very cool, but mine just seems to be having a hard time to mimic that pose. And this next jumping pose again shows that how well the Sentinel Toy Spider-Man legs can actually bend together, while the Mafex one you can see that it can't really bend together at all. And this is another picture whereby I think I nailed the pose pretty well. It almost looks identical. This picture is the best pose of the Spider-Man from the Sentinel Toys. As you can see, the legs is bended very closely together. It's very natural looking. This is the Spider-Man pose that we all wanted, while the Mafex one can't do it. And the last picture of course is the Spider-Man with the Miles Morales from the Sentinel Toys. As for the Mafex one, I do have the Sentinel Toys Miles Morales. So the Miles Morales that you're looking at is actually from the Sentinel Toys, and the Spider-Man is of course from the Mafex. Okay, so as we all know that the Mafex as well as the Sentinel Toys, both of them actually comes with tons of accessories that you can see right now, but I'm not going to go through all the accessories they comes with. I'm just going to show you what each of the brand comes with that the other brands doesn't have, which means that it is unique. So let's take a look at the Mafex first. The very first thing I would like to point out from Mafex is the fabric clothing for the Peter B. Parker. This is something that I was hoping the Sentinel Toys could give us, but too bad it doesn't. And the next one of course is the slice of pizza, the Spider-Man mask, the magnetic feet, as well as the hands from Mafex. As for the Sentinel Toys, it does give us the glasses for Peter B. Parker to wear, which is kind of a good addition as well. These very iconic webbings. as well as the interchangeables, adornments and crotch area for different Spider-Man. And lastly, of course, is the big ass base that everyone seems to complain about because it actually jack up the price a lot. And the next thing we are going to talk about is the heads that both of the Peter B. Parker comes with. At the top you can see that it's from Mafex, so it comes with 2 Spider-Man head and 2 unmasked Peter B. Parker head. Of course, the half mask head is the one that I like most. And as for the Sentinel toys, it does comes with 5 different heads. Okay, for 2 for the Spider-Man and 3 for the Peter Parker as well as the Peter B. Parker. And last but not least, of course, is the price. Okay, as we all know, the Mafex is not cheap, while the Sentinel toys is a lot more expensive. You can see that it's almost double the price. But of course, like I say in my previous video, there is some shops that actually offer the options for you whether you want the big base or not. And after taking off the base from the set that you are buying, the price, if I'm not wrong, is almost similar to these Mafex ones. So if you are ordering from a place or from a website that actually offer you such option, then it will be more affordable to get the Sentinel toys versions of Peter B. Parker. Yes, so these are the comparisons between the Mafex and the Sentinel toys. So both, although it's for Peter B. Parker, but I do think that is a little bit different in a way that the Mafex is going for the Peter B. Parker as well as Spider-Man, but the Sentinel toys is going for the Peter B. Parker plus Peter Parker plus a Spider-Man versions of both of the Peters. So in a way that you can say is that the Sentinel toys version is kind of like 4 in 1 instead of the Mafex is like 2 in 1. In terms of articulation, I would think that the Sentinel toys, especially for the tights area just now that I showed, whereby it allows the legs to bend together very nicely, that is like a big plus point for the Sentinel toy because it does makes the poses for the Spider-Mans a lot better. As for the accessory, I would think that both of them have something unique for each of them. Like the Mafex is the magnetic feet and hands, but for the Sentinel toys, it just comes with, you know, interchangeable adornments, spectacles, glasses, newspaper, yeah. So each of them have their own funds. So like I always say, with great money comes great toys. So if you are able to afford the Sentinel toys, of course is for the better. Like I have my experience with the Miles Morales, I have both the Mafex as well as the Sentinel. I do feel that the Sentinel is worth every penny because of the quality as well as it's a lot more fun to play with in a way. Oh, by the way, you can actually check out my comparisons for both of the Sentinel and Mafex Miles Morales over here. And before I forgot, you can still order the Mafex Peter B. Parker in Army. That's all for this comparison. I do hope that it helps you in a way to make your decisions whether you want to buy the Mafex version or you want to wait till September for the Sentinel toys ones. So do give me a thumbs up if you find this video is informative and it just helps you in your decision making. And at the same time, I would love to hear from you, like always. What do you think about both of the Peters? Which one do you think you wanted most, or which one do you think that is best to go for, and things like that? Do drop me your thoughts down in the comment sections below. And while you're still around, I hope you check out my playlist right over here, and also do browse around my channel for more interesting comparison videos such as this one, and I'll see you again in my next video. As always, take good care of yourself and thank you for watching. Bye.